والتلون في هذا الزمن قد تعددت أشكاله وكثر دعاته، وأعظمه فتنة على أهل السنة ما كان جائيا من قبل من يتسمون بأهل السنة، فإن البلية بهؤلاء أعظم، وذلك لأن فتنتهم ألصق بأهل السنة، إذ يزعمون أنهم من السنة وأهل السنة، فباطلهم أكثر رواجا وانحرافهم أكثر قبولا بين الناس، وما ذاك إلا لما يسمعه الناس من بعض هؤلاء المتكلمين بكلام هو في ظاهره يشبه كلام أهل السنة، وإن كان فيه ما ليس منه، ولكن لا يعرف ذلك إلا من يخبر هؤلاء المتلونين ومن يحقق في مذهب أهل السنة ويعرفه ويدريه.
Bismillah, wassalatu wassalamu rasulullah, we're back. So we're in the 5th episode now of Who Are the Sa'afika? And in this episode we're going to be talking about the chameleon behavior of the Sa'afika, how they always, no matter what, will defend themselves. And this particular episode, actually, before I get started, I have to tell you guys, I might as well come full disclosure. I sought some advice from a brother because it's going to be a part of this episode, which I'm pretty sure most of you who are new to Salafiyya, you don't know about. And I sought some advice from a particular brother. He's an older brother. He's been Salafi longer than me. He's more knowledgeable than me. He studied longer than I have, and he's actually pretty respected in Salafi circles. So, and when I told him what I wanted to do, he said and I told him in detail, he said to save that part for the end. So that's exactly what I'm going to do, inshallah. So let's get to it. The first example I want to bring is from Kashiff Khan. Kashiff. Okay. So let's get into it, inshallah.
I know this from Tahir Wyatt. I know this from being with Tahir Wyatt. His speech, I've heard him speak with my own 2 ears. Barakhuna al-Fadil Abu Khatija, Hafidahullah. With my own 2 ears. I've heard him speak about Abul Hasan Malik, Hafidahullah. Both of them, my dear brothers. And speaking against them is like speaking against me.
Time. So we heard the position of Kashiff. So he essentially says that speaking against Abu Khadija and Abu Hasan Malik is like speaking against himself. And this is the essence of Hizbiyya. When you start making alliances and allegiances to individuals over principles and over the truth. And this is also something that is every Hizbi does, essentially, whether they're from Ikhwan Muslimin or from the Sufis. They make their allegiances based upon people and individuals. And not only that, but Abu Khadija has been spoken about by Mashaykh. So what are you going to say about the Shaykh that spoke against Abu Khadija? Why don't you refute Sheikh Wasilullah Abbas then, if you're so bold? Why don't you refute Sheikh Saleh Suhaimi if you're so bold? They both mention him by name. And furthermore, you didn't mention at all what Sheikh Tahir Wyatt said. I know that burns you, but you didn't mention what he said. You didn't, not once, repeat what he said. He just said that he talked about Abu Khadija and Abu Hasan Malik. In Islam, that's not enough. You have to come with hujjah. You have to come with proof. So what if he spoke about them? Anybody can be talking about Islam. I can be talked about. You can be talked about. That's not a hujjah for anything. Did he criticize them in truth or in falsehood or what? What exactly did they say? And let's assess the situation fairly. But to put Tahir Wyatt in the same boat as Hizbis because he spoke against Abu Khadija and Abu Hassan Malik is laughable, to say the least. If you're going to say that, refute Sheikh Wasiullah Abbas. Go ahead, be bold, be brave. Go, talk about Sheikh Wasiullah. Let everybody see who you really are. The next person we're going to talk about now is, and this one really smarted when I saw this the first time, and it's a very recent thing that happened recently. And it's actually about the brother Musa Richardson, because to be honest, I'll be frank, you know, I respect that brother, right? He has a lot of knowledge. He's the most different out of all of these guys. He doesn't get involved in, you know, all of the, you know, the stuff that these guys get involved in, right? But he fell into something, and out of justice, I'm just gonna play it. So let's get to it.